Bosch, the screen. Back to Heinrich. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Thompson. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. And Chicago leads by 5.
A true shooter, Thompson can adjust his touch perfectly for that mid-range.
Walker's shot is off. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Bosch. And the dunk by Bosch.
And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Edwards making a statement.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's Chicago. They're up by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Chicago leading by 5. Here's Beckers. Elbow shot is on the way. It's good.
I like seeing her use the mid-range area of the floor, showing she can stick it from there.
And here's Daniels. Thompson outside. Back to Daniels. Just 5 on the clock. And he drives in. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Well, Daniels is a tall guard. He can get up with the best of them.
Here's Beckers. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Daniels, no good.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Here's Grant. Kuzma pulls it in. The Atlanta trails by 5. And as his career has progressed, Dan, Jeremy Grant becoming a more offensively focused player.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. I think that Jeremy Grant's one of those guys that got his early playing time in the league with defense, energy, and effort. And as he got more playing time, that allowed him to develop his offensive skills. And now he is a very good scorer on top of what he gives you on the defensive end.
And the edge Kuzma plays with is terrific. A tough, versatile player who plays with a real hunger to keep getting better.
And it's Grant in the corner.
Atlanta foul. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Edwards. Rejected by Walker.
An impactful defender. The young forward Walker is good at reading shooters and just stifling their offense.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And it's Beckers missing. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And it's tied up with that one. They trailed the entire game. That could change on this possession.
And this would be big.
Well, he got the position he wanted in the paint and got the defender to overcommit and got himself to the line.
For Atlanta, they have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:58 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Beckers. Driving inside. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly.
Anthony Edwards.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And by no means does Edwards take a lot of corner threes, but he will knock them down from there.
And Grant sends it back. Bucket is good. Jordan's got his second bucket.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Back to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
What an assist from Grant. I love how versatile he is.
Here's Memo.
One step and go. His plan was to drive the whole time.
Outside Edwards. And then jammed down as it goes right over Anthony Edwards.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man did.
And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Yeah, he just put his head down and went to work on the drive.
Screen by Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good on the triple. Edwards got the lead up to 2 now for Atlanta. Here's Beckers with 1 on the clock. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Atlanta leads by 2. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Thompson. Kuzma outside. And Kuzma slams it in.
Well, this is why you can't get lazy on defense. When you leave someone open, this is what happens.
On the wing, Thompson. Lets it go from deep. Thompson with the 3.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
Here's Thompson driving the lane.
Well, what I want to know, where is the communication defensively?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Shot from the top of the key. Kuzma rips down the rebound. Atlanta leading by 3. Here's Thompson. Puts it up from 7. That does not go. Chicago with the ball. Brunson. The shot is off. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. It's Thompson off the drive. That one goes. Down it.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Brunson. There it is. Brunson with the deep shot.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
And Daniels up top. It's Kuzma. He gets it to go.
Daniels using that vision.
Chicago trails by 4. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Brunson outside. Thompson.
Not someone you want to send to the foul line. Klay Thompson is nearly automatic from there.
is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so Thompson nails both of them.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter.
And look at how well Aldridge utilizes his size, reaching out and just batting away the shot.
Bosh double-teamed. Thompson right side. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Heinrich outside. Takes the 3. It's good.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside Bosh. Brunson fires. And trying for the go-ahead basket. Doesn't go in. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Substitution.
19 seconds left in the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Thompson. 2 shots.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. Chicago calls timeout. Thoughts on what coach wants to do here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Into the lineup for Atlanta.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. With the drive to tie it up. Count it! A huge shot to tie it up.
Well, more often, Grant is getting the ball in those situations.
Outside Edwards. Thompson for 3. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And don't go up. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Here's Beckers. Pass to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Nice speed to set that up. She's not looking for her own shot. She's looking for the best shot.
Here's Daniels. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
Got a hand on it.
I just love his attitude on D. That block shows he isn't giving up anything.
Thompson outside. With the drop.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
It's Edwards on the wing. And the dunk by Grant.
Finishing things off there with a dunk.
104 left in overtime. Here's Daniels. It falls.
Great to see things coming together for Daniels offensively. He's found a good flow here.
Going inside. Down low. Here's Grant. Count.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Left side, Edwards. Here's Bosch. Yes!
And not a stranger to the bright lights. Bosch, cool as a cucumber on that one.
Screen by Grant. To the paint. And he dunks it in right on Chris Bosch. Oh, man.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Here's Daniels.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Chicago calls timeout. What do you think we're going to see here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Brunson on the move. Good.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Substitution
Edwards. Off target from outside. Chicago calls timeout. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge.
What a costly turnover. Those are the ones that keep you up at night.
And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. And we'll be back with you right after this. And as we play on into another overtime, you know these teams must be wearing down. It's become a battle of attrition.
Here we go.
Outside Jordan. Oh, that was a two-hander.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
Aldridge a screen. The response, slamming at home.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Left side Bosch. Now here's Heinrich. Just fouled to shoot. Stolen by Nimheim. Got it to go off the glass.
With big fella Mourning out ahead on that break.
Chicago trailing here. Brunson outside. Count it. Nice touch.
And he lives for the moment. Brunson playing his best during crunch time.
Nembhard with it. Here's Jordan. Just 4 to shoot. Layup, no good. Now Brunson. To take the lead. That one misses. Mourning with it. Brunson picks him up. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for Atlanta.
Thompson outside. Dyson Daniels. The 3 doesn't go. Thompson fires. No luck that time on a shot that would have put him on top. Oh, it hurts. And so with overtime 2 in the books, the game is still not over. Overtime number 3 coming up. We've got more hoops coming your way in just... And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to quit. Here we go. Kuzma outside. Nice move. Smooth move on the jam.
And being that Bosh is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
3, good.
3 points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for that.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Aldridge is straight. And he hits from 17.
No doubt about it, one of the better jump shooting bigs in the NBA. Aldridge is reliable from all over the court.
Thompson outside. It's Kuzma. Beyond the arc. Drained from outside.
Look, you can't let shooters get their feet set. You have to run him off the catch.
Driving to the basket. Aldridge inside. Thompson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bosh the screen. Shoots. Thompson left side. Oh, and he cannot get the layup.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And stolen by Daniels. Throws it down. What an assist!
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Brunson. And so it's Atlanta with the W. The double overtime game can really take its toll on the players.